As is the tradition for the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame, we welcome new Hall of Famers with the current Hall of Famers. So at this time, Hall of Famers, please snake on out and get ready to welcome our new class. Let's give a round of applause for all of our current Hall of Famers. Come on out, y'all. Is anybody besides me picking out the ones we can put in the game tomorrow if we need them? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to introduce the class of 2025 of the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame. We will call the Hall of Famer's name. If it's posthumously, their representative will walk out, but we will identify the Hall of Famer. Leading off from basketball, Wayne Barber. Wait, say Jeff. Wait, say Jeff. No, yeah, roll some music. Yeah, roll some music. Posthumously, Coach Willie Booker. A former Rattler Gritter, Jomo Cousins. Every year, she was one of the leaders in the country in three-point shots. Kevonda Curry. One of the leaders on the diamond, softball player Amber Fullwood. He is one of the greatest donors in FAMU's history. Mr. Piggly Wiggly, Roy Moore. A former standout on the gridiron, Carlos Odom. Our legendary coach of swimming and diving, Jorge Olaves. She ran track and is also a FAMU historian. You'll hear about her later, Miss Jacqueline Perkins. He is part of a 1-2 punch of some of the best donors we've had in athletics. But tonight he stands alone, Dr. Maurice Pickett, Sr. She represented in the sport that Althea Gibson made famous. Our tennis star, Rachel Pye. We got a Buckeye in the building. Mr. Excitement, Michael Smith. Her high school, college, and professional record unmatched. Former FAMU women's tennis player, posthumously, to E. Lillian Spencer. All right, his coach is here. The Mariana Jet. Football, Philip Sylvester. With over 40 years of support and keeping a family tradition, Van Wilson. It's going to take him a while to get down there because he kept all these guys' stats. That's how they got in the Hall of Fame. So they. Once Van passes Hall of Famers, you can be seated. And she'll come up a little later on, but our trailblazer is also in the building, Dr. Beverly Barber. Once again, thanks for joining us today. Our Director of Athletics is out preparing for a big game tomorrow. There's also a game in Bragg tonight, so we gave him an excuse. We gave him excused absence. That will bring up the chairperson of the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame, Mr. Marvin Green.
Any Rattlers in the house? Any Rattlers in the house? It's time to get excited, time to get excited. This is a beautiful night. We're adding more Rattler legends to the fold. And I just want to say good evening to Rattler Nation. On behalf of the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame Committee, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you to the 2025 induction ceremony, an evening where we pause, reflect, and most importantly, celebrate excellence. Tonight, we continue a sacred tradition, enshrining greatness into the hallowed halls of FAMU history. 15 remarkable individuals will take their rightful place among our legends, those whose names don't live on stat sheets or headlines, but in the heartbeat of this university, and in the memories of fans who cheered, coaches who guided, and teammates who believed. This is more than a ceremony, it is a homecoming of champions. Our Hall of Fame is not just a list of names, it's a legacy, etched with grit, perseverance, pride, and a spirit that never backs down. From the gridiron to the track, from the hardwood to behind the scenes, tonight's class represents the very best of what FAMU stands for. They've worn the orange and green with honor. They've represented those 7 hills with courage, and they've carried Mother FAMU into the national spotlight. We're gathered here in the Jake Gaither Gymnasium, a facility named after a true giant who helped build the very foundation of FAMU athletics. As we sit here tonight, we sit on the shoulders of men and women who paved the way, who opened doors, who broke records, and sometimes broke barriers too. Let me remind you, from FAMU, you can go anywhere. You can make it to the pros, you can make it to the podium, you can make it to the pinnacle of your profession. You can coach, you can lead, you can dominate, you can inspire. But no matter how far you go, you always come back home. Because being a Rattler, it's not just a chapter, it's a lifelong identity. Tonight, we celebrate the stories, the sacrifice, and the sheer brilliance of this year's inductees. And in doing so, we also celebrate each other, our shared legacy, our unmatched culture, and our eternal bond as members of the FAMU athletic family. To the inductees, thank you for showing us what excellence looks like. To the returning Hall of Famers, thank you for laying the foundation. To our guests, thank you for your unwavering support. And to the committee, thank you for your hard work in making this night so special. So now, on behalf of our university president, Marvin Johnson, and the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame Committee, I invite you to sit back, relax, clap loudly, laugh freely, and even dance a little bit before the night is over, because this is a celebration, and we're going to do it the Rattler way, with style, pride, and purpose. Once again, I'm Marvin E. Green, Jr., Chair of the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame Committee, and it is my joy to welcome you to a night of greatness, gratitude, and the orange and green glory. Let's make history together. Thank you.
Is Dr. Moran in the building? At this time, we'd like to bring up the former president of the FAMU National Alumni Association to give the invocation and the blessing. Colonel Gregory Clark.
May we bow our heads. Dear God, thank you so much for this day. Thank you for putting breath in our body. Thank you so much for the Florida A&M University. Thank you for our students. Thank you for our faculty. Thank you for our staff. Lord, I ask you to continue to cover this university, protect her for the current students and those baby rattlers yet unborn. And to those who prepared this food, thank you so much. And Lord, bless those that this food may be nourishment to our body. For Christ's sake, amen.
All right.
Good evening, family. My name is Joseph Williams, and I am the nephew of Coach Willie Booker, who is being inducted posthumously into this year's 2025 Hall of Fame class. First, I want to congratulate all of the inductees in this year's class. My family especially wants to thank everyone who were involved in a part of Coach Booker being inducted into this year's class. All of the friends, all of the supporters, all of the FAMU alumni. Coach Booker would be so proud looking down at this monumental event which is recognizing him. Not for himself, but for the young men who came through the program. Not only myself, but many of the young men who are here today. Many of the young men who still comes back and contribute to this great university and to this great family of FAMUans. Again, we want to thank you, and again, we will continue to support our Rattlers, and we will continue to strike, and strike again. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for without him, I am nothing. I want to thank my parents, Jennifer and George, who are no longer here, but I just want to say thank you for the deposit you've made in me, because without you, I would not be who I am. I want to thank my in-laws, Bobby and Irene, for feeding me as I navigated through FAMU. I want to thank my wife, who I've been with for the last 30 years. Charmaine, you are my rock. I thank you for all that you have been and all that you continue to be, and for helping us have 3 children, Jomo, Jemiah, and Josiah. Bless you. I love you. I want to thank the Hall of Fame committee for choosing me. I want to thank President Timothy Beard for choosing me, being a part of the process of helping me being inducted into the Hall of Fame. I wouldn't be here without great coaches. I want to thank Coach Billy Joe, Coach Bobby Lang, Coach Moore, Coach Jones, Coach Nasty, Coach Highsmith, man. Without these incredible people in my life, I would not be here today. And I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank all the incredible players over the years that we sweat together, we bled together, we cried together, we laughed together, we fought together. I want to say thank you for the indelible impression you've made on me and my life and my journey. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, FAMU, for a person who never played high school football to get to the highest of 7 hills on FAMU's campus and to walk on and go from walking on to being a Hall of Famer, make it to the NFL. I know it's nothing but the grace of God. So I say thank you, Hall of Fame committee. Thank you, friends and family. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this incredible honor of being inducted into the FAMU Hall of Fame. God bless you. I love you, and thank you.
Congratulations, sir. We're going to bring you right over here to the middle.
Congratulations.
Thank you, my lady. You going to do this first? Do the jacket. Get that jacket on. There we go. There we go.
Q, Kevonda Curry, women's basketball, 2004 to 2008. Curry was a standout hooper from Gadsden County. She finished her career with the FAMU record for the most three-pointers made. She was team captain for 3 years. She was top 20 in the NCAA 3 years consecutively in games played, three-point field goals, and three-point field goal attempts. She also ranked in the top 20 in the NCAA 2 years in a row in player efficiency. Q Curry.
First, I gotta thank God. You already know without God, I wouldn't even be here. Trust me, I already know this was his plan though, because the way my knees are set up and the longevity that I had in my career, that's only God, okay? So thank you, Jesus, for allowing me to see this day, for allowing me to be enshrined in the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame. Thank you, Lord, for the jump shot. Thank you for the village, and thank you for everybody in this room. Touch their hearts and bless everything that they're connected to. Bless this night, Lord, and we love you and thank you. In Jesus' name, God, amen, amen. Greetings, I am Kevonda Chantrell Curry, a 2011 MBA graduate of Florida A&M University. I hail from the city of Quincy, Florida, also known as the Big Q Little Y in Gadsden County. Hey, Gadsden County, stand up. All right, so we in the building. I want to thank the committee that has chosen me to be a part of this illustrious fraternity. I appreciate that you saw my body of work and that you thought it not robbery, that's black church folks, to vote me in to be a part of this this organization. It really means the world. I'm so grateful, I'm so humble, and I'm just really I almost can't find the words, but it just does my heart good to be here. And shout out to the class of 2025. I'm so blessed to be in your company, y'all. We made it. All right. To my village that has joined me here tonight, thank you so much for coming. My parents, God, I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you so much. And not to single anybody out, but I got to. But my mama, mama, thank you. Thank you for putting me in basketball around 4 or 5, Lord. And thank you for just helping me to get to all of the games, to travel, and to be a part of everything, even when it wasn't easy, even when we ain't happy to do it, but you made a way to make sure that I could do something that I love. So thank you so much. You the best. To my teammates, my friends, the EBRs, y'all. That's the early bird rattlers. We used to be at the airport way too early. It was strange. But anyway, y'all became my best friends. You know, my sisters, my line sisters. Thank y'all for celebrating me and supporting me and being here. I really appreciate you. And to the whole Gadsden County, I love you. Thank you for showing up for me. I always want to show up for you and represent, and so I hope that I have made you proud. I want to shout out our other Hall of Famers from Gadsden County: Rosa Hudgens, Kathy Robinson, Jasmine Grice. Y'all, if you get you a baller from Gadsden County, you already know you got you something good. The experience on the Hill was just like no other. It's not enough I can say in 3 minutes. I know my time is going to get cut off, but I just hope you know that you gave me something that I will never forget. And so I want to leave you with this, because it's the most important thing. Above all else, guard your heart, because everything that you do flows from it. And we got to be here. And if we're going to keep striking, we got to take care of ourselves, okay? So I think that's it. And remember, the Rattlers going to strike.
I love you too, so roar.
Give it up one more time for Kevonda Curry. Amber Fullwood, softball, 2013 to 2017. Fullwood earned multiple superlatives while playing infield for Veronica Wiggins' most dominant Lady Rattler class. She was a 3-time All-MEAC selection, 4-time MEAC champion, 4-year starter. She was part of the only FAMU softball class to win 4 consecutive MEAC championships and play in the NCAA tournament 4 times, and may I add, graduate in 4 years.
Good evening, everyone. First, I want to just say how truly honored and humbled I am to be standing here tonight as a Hall of Fame inductee. This moment is just not about me. It's about every person who has poured into me, supported me, and believed in me along this journey. To my family, thank you for being my foundation, my biggest cheerleaders, and the people who kept me grounded when times were tough. Your love and encouragement gave me the strength to chase my dreams with everything I had. To my coaches, teammates, and mentors, thank you for pushing me beyond my limits and showing me what it means to give my all, not just in the game, but in life. The lessons I learned on the field shaped me far beyond softball. They taught me discipline, perseverance, and teamwork. To my friends and community, thank you for always showing up for me. Your support, whether from the stands, in the classroom, or in life, carried me through. And to this university, thank you for giving me a home, an opportunity, and a platform that changed the course of my life. Being a student athlete here was one of the greatest blessings and an experience that I'll carry with me forever. Tonight, I don't just see my name in a Hall of Fame. I see the faces and sacrifices of so many people who walked this journey with me. This honor belongs to all of us. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for believing in me, thank you for celebrating with me, and thank you for making this moment one that I'll never forget. Thank you.
Give it up one more time for Amber Fullwood. Joe Bullard told me to inform everyone that after the ceremony, Roy Moore is handing out oxtails at his car. Mr. Roy Moore, financial supporter. Moore has been one of the most consistent supporters of FAMU athletics, and he has done it through several mediums. Directly to athletics, through his business, Piggly Wiggly, he has been a top corporate partner for decades. Personally, he contributed through the Eddie Jackson 220 Quarterback Club, the Rattler Boosters, and directly to the university in various fundraising campaigns. Let's hear from Roy Moore.
I am truly honored and humbled to be among this year's class of 14 distinguished inductees into the Florida A&M University Hall of Fame. I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to Dr. Timothy Beard, Mr. Marvin Green, and the entire Florida A&M University Sports Hall of Fame committee for selecting me for this prestigious honor. And as a longtime Tallahassean, I can honestly say I bleed orange and green. I've been watching Florida A&M football for a long time, Jay Gaither era. Used to go out there in 1957 with my aunt and enjoy those games and enjoy the camaraderie at that time. Also, I've been a proud booster. As long as I've been able to earn a paycheck, I have been giving back to this university. Not just me giving back, but the university have done a whole lot for me as well. My children, my grandchildren, my nephews and nieces have been very well taken care of by Florida A&M University as well. This is not just an achievement for myself. I want to thank my dear wife who has supported me, been by my side, given me unwavered support. I love you, dear. Thank you for being with me. Also, I'd like to thank the Piggly Wiggly family for being and sharing and understanding the need that we need to give back to the university, and they have been very supportive as well. Thank you to this community. Thank you for all you have done for me. And in closing, I would like to say, and you probably have heard this before, grass withers, flowers fades away. God's word stands forever. And echoing off of that, I will say, grass wither, flowers fades away, but FAMU is forever. Thank you. God bless you. Good night.
Give it up one more time for Mr. Roy Moore. Carlos Odom, football, 1993 to 1996. Odom as a standout defender for the Rattler defensive unit. In 1993, he was named Defensive Rookie of the Year. In 1994, he would have another solid season, leading to being selected in 1995 to the Sheridan All-American team. He led the MEAC in several categories and was named All-MEAC First Team. In 1996, he was again named All-American and All-MEAC for his stellar play. Let's hear from Carlos Odom.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame committee for inducting me into the University Sports Hall of Fame. I'd also like to congratulate my fellow inductees on being inducted into the Florida A&M University Sports Hall of Fame. Being inducted into my university's Hall of Fame is one of the greatest moments of my life. To stand here tonight, looking back at where the journey began, I am filled with gratitude. First, I want to thank my parents, my mom, my dad. You've been my foundation. You sacrificed, you encouraged, and you always believed in me, even in the moments when I struggled to believe in myself. The values you instill, hard work, humility, perseverance, have guided me on and off the field. The moment is much yours as it is mine. To my family and friends, thank you for being my support system. You were there during the highs and the lows, through the injuries, the long practices, and the tough losses. It reminded me that my worth wasn't only in what I do on the field, but in the kind of person that I was becoming. I'll never forget that. Thank you. And to my teammates, my snakes, this is for all of us. Football is the ultimate team sport, and nothing I've accomplished was done alone. We sweated together, we bled together, we won together, and sometimes we lost together. But the bond we built is something no scoreboard can measure. You are my brothers for life, and I share this honor with you, each and every one of you. Hubble, hubble. Lastly, to the fans and this university community, also the Marching 100, thank you for the pride you gave me every time I stepped onto the field. Running out of the tunnel and hearing your voices was a feeling like no other. Representing this school was a privilege, and I will carry with me forever. So tonight isn't just about me, it's about all of you who shaped me, from my parents to my friends, my coaches, my teammates, and this community. You're all a part of this journey. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for this honor. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for letting me be a part of something so much bigger than myself.
Give it up one more time for Carlos Odom. Jenny Berry, would you report up front, Jenny Berry? Next, Jorge Olaves, coach men's and women's swimming and diving. Olaves is credited with saving the FAMU swimming and diving program for an extended period of time. Upon taking over the program, he had to ensure conference affiliation since it was not sponsored by the MEAC. He trained several champions and won conference titles. He was known for allowing the community to learn to swim and even fostered scuba lessons at the FAMU pool. Due to a technical error with Coach Olave's video, he will do a minute and a half in Spanish and a minute and a half in English. We are going to allow that. Right there, yes, for you. It's on you.
All of you is part of my team. If you drink water, you are part of my team. Somebody's processed that water that I train. So I got to thank God, my wife, my family. I have 47 nephews and nieces all over the world. They are my supporters. I cannot forget the Trojan horse of my swimmers. Stand up, please. Those are here. Captains, come on. He was my former captain. The family community, the committee, they were also part of my team. All these people here, they were part of my team. I couldn't do it without you. Never. I started with 5 swimmers. I ended with 35, and over 100 athletes went to the swimming program. Coach Wiggins, I remember the NYSP. Where are you? Coach Wiggins. She didn't want me to mention her, but she's part of my team. Coach Gaither, Coach Pete, Coach Mungin, Coach Lane, those were part of my team. I think I am one of the last breed. I was a faculty and also a coach. I don't know if anybody have done that. So it's important to remember athletes are also academics. Former swimmers, they are doctors. On my team, my assistant is here. My wife, my Panamanian friends, all of them, my sisters from Wisconsin, they host me. Knew I did not speak any English. And they try. And my wife is still trying to teach me, but I can. En español, muy agradecido. Creo que Dios debe estar en el Salón de la Fama en esta universidad. What I say that I think God needs to be in the Hall of Fame. Don't we? My church is here. Epiphany. Without him, we couldn't do this. So put him number 1 in your life. Really, really important. I'm proud of you that make a success of the swimming team. It's one of the toughest sports that you could get. I challenge any sport in swimming and see if they could handle it. My swimmers are still swimming. They are in the master in the top 10 in the country. They are top 10. That's why he's proud to be.
Yes.
Part of that byproduct. Okay, I don't have much time.
Yes. Our next supporter, Jacqueline Perkins. Perkins started in 1975 as the first female trainer in FAMU history. At a time where George Godfather Thompson was both the head trainer and equipment manager, she lifted a lot of that responsibility from Godfather and FAMU Sports Hall of Famer Purcell Pratt. She was heavily supported in her efforts by Rudy Hubbard and FAMU Athletics Director Hansel Tooks. Let's hear from Ms. Jacqueline Perkins.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jacqueline Perkins. First and foremost, I want to thank God for being here. I also want to thank the Hall of Fame Committee for affording me the opportunity to be a part of this prestigious class of 2025. I do have to thank former athletic director Hansel Tooks, as well as Coach Rudy Hubbard, for believing in me and actually giving me an opportunity to be the first female trainer. I want to thank George Godfather Thompson, and I want to thank Doc Purcell Pratt for helping me to be the best trainer that I could be. Now, some of you might ask, how did this happen? It happened simply because I was eligible for work study and I needed a job. And because I was on the track team, I needed to have a position that was near the gym or in the athletic department. And George Thompson said to me, we'll try to see if we can find you something here. But we knew, or he found out, that there were no positions in any of the other departments. And he did go to the basketball department. They didn't have a position. He went to Coach Rudy Hubbard, and he talked with him about me coming on as a trainer with the football team. That had never happened before. But because Coach Hubbard knew me and he knew that I worked out along with the other members of the track team with the football team during the off season, he said, I know Jackie, and I believe that she will be able to do this job. And he said yes, and I became the first female trainer in the history of FAMU football. I will say that there were many people who probably had some doubts, but I continued to work and I did the job that everybody else did. And it was a lot of hard work, but nobody gave me any slack because I was a female. I want to thank all of the football players and all of the trainers for just being, and they actually called me one of the guys. There was a few times that the Democrat came out to do an article on me or to interview me, and I told them that I wasn't there to talk about me working as the first female trainer. I was there to do my work with the team. So again, I wish I had more time that I could tell you some of the stories. Some of them are pretty funny. But I enjoyed my work as a trainer. I enjoyed the work that I did in the athletic department. And I want to thank Curtis Taylor. I want to thank Deletri Hollinger, and I want to thank Mr. Burgess, Cal Burgess. But I want to thank my family, especially my parents, Robert and Trudy Perkins, for telling us to believe in ourselves and to be of good courage. I want to thank my children and my grandchildren. They're too numerous to mention. So they know that I love them, especially my grandchildren. Thank you and have a good evening.
Let's give it up one more time for Jacqueline Perkins. And we may note that we really think she is the first black female trainer anywhere. We just don't want to make a claim that we can't fully substantiate, but it's well documented that she may have been the first black female trainer on a college level anywhere. Dr. Maurice Pickett, Sr., financial supporter. Dr. Pickett has been one of the most active financial supporters for not only FAMU athletics, but the university in general. As part of Rattlers in Arms tandem, he has been a part of several campaigns to assist athletics. Recently, he and Ricardo Kinsey class of 2024 led an effort to provide the FAMU golf team with a $60,000 practice canopy. They successfully raised the fund venture in a matter of weeks. Let's hear from Dr. Maurice Pickett.
Greetings, Rattlers and family. It is truly an honor to be inducted into the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame. It is especially humbling to be counted among such an esteemed group of individuals who have contributed so much to FAMU's athletics program successes over the years. Words cannot express how extremely lucky and fortunate I am to be recognized for doing something that I am supposed to do. First, thanks to the Hall of Fame Committee and others who were involved in the selection process for this incredible recognition. Thank you for paying attention. I am sure, like others enshrined in the Hall of Fame as contributors, we did not provide support to FAMU athletics for any recognition, but did so to support the success of our student athletes and coaches. Secondly, I hope that our financial contributions and fundraising efforts has, in some manner, assisted all athletes and teams and enabled them to achieve their full potential. In order to compete and win, especially at this level, it is about providing the necessary resources to build and sustain winning programs. My commitment to FAMU and FAMU athletics is personal. I am who I am today because of FAMU. Although the induction into the Hall of Fame is a personal acknowledgement, this isn't a journey that I've taken alone. I'd like to thank my wife and family for understanding my passion for all things FAMU and working with me, tightening our budget at home, and allowing me to give until it hurts. Thanks to the examples that my parents set by instilling in us that you can never go wrong by giving back to others and trying to make a difference. I hope that my Rattler kids are also paying attention and understand the example I'm setting, and hopefully as they mature professionally, they too will make sacrifices to help others. I owe a special thanks to my alumni chapter, the Plant City chapter, for always having my back. I'm grateful for the mentorship, the guidance, and support over the years. Our chapter membership may be few in numbers, but the impact and contributions to FAMU over the years have been mighty. Lastly, to my partners in crime, the Rattlers in Arms. You brothers always answer the call. To Rick and Keith, my brothers for life, I promise to ease up on the 6 a.m. phone call that almost always end up with a financial commitment from you. A FAMU Hall of Famer, wow. It is good to know that the institution and athletics aren't paying attention to what some of us are doing. Again, we don't do it for recognition or reward. We do it for our student athletes. Thank you again for this incredible honor.
Give it up one more time for Dr. Maurice Pickett, Sr. Working as FAMU Sports Information Director, she was one of my favorite tennis players to watch because she was ruthless on the court. Rachel Pye, women's tennis 2007 to 2010. Pye was a star from the first time she set foot on a tennis court for FAMU. At the end of her career, she was honored with one of the MEAC's most prestigious honors, MEAC Top 50 Tennis Players of All Times. She was a 4-year starter. She was named All-Tournament and All-MEAC First Team 2009 and 2010, All-MEAC Tournament First Team, and 2010 FAMU Women's Tennis MVP. Let's hear from Rachel Pye.
Greetings, family, friends, and guests. Your love and support are truly appreciated as we gather to celebrate the 2025 FAMU Sports Hall of Fame class. Giving all the praise and honor to God, this celebration would not be possible if it had not been for Him. I would like to extend a heartfelt congratulations to all the 2025 FAMU Sports Hall of Fame inductees, and many thanks to the Hall of Fame committee members. I would also like to thank my coach, Rochelle Houston, better known as Coach Nikki, for the opportunity and experience of a lifetime. We've shared so many memories during my time at FAMU, wins, losses, tears of joy, and tears of pain. You are always there to motivate me, pouring words of encouragement, working with me in the 100-degree heat, and reminding me constantly, Ray, you've got this. My college experience began at age 17, and I cried every day my freshman year. My parents trusted that I was in good hands under Coach Nikki's direction and refused to let me come home. They knew what was best for me. When I graduated in 2011, I left FAMU a young woman, a mother, and I was ready for the world. FAMU women's tennis taught me the true meaning of leadership, teamwork, and sisterhood. Members of my family who are here to celebrate with me this evening have been on this journey with me since I first picked up a racket. My family, both near and far, have witnessed some of my greatest wins and toughest losses. But no matter the outcome, in their eyes, I was always the best. Many thank yous to my siblings, aunties, uncles, my cousins, and my first best friends for cheering me on over the years. I hope that I have made you all proud. The matriarch of our family has since gained her wings, but I know she's smiling in heaven. As the second Hall of Famer in our family, the legacy continues. Grandma, we did it again. To my children, CJ and Kristen, let this be an example of what it means to give it your all. Always do your best, put forth maximum effort, and reap the benefits later. I love you both, and I'm so blessed to be your mother. Thank you to my amazing fiance. You are appreciated, and I love you. Lastly are my parents. Aren't you glad God gave you me? Mommy, you have been the calm to my storm and the tissue for my tears. You are the softest and most beautiful woman I know. Thank you for your continued prayers, your love, encouragement, and for all the work you've done behind the scenes that contributed to my success. The man with the plan, my teacher, coach, disciplinarian, motivator, comedian, my toughest critic, but also my biggest fan. None of those titles mean more to me than you being my dad. I never understood why I had to practice for 4 hours instead of 1. I never understood why I had to run 3 miles before I even touched the tennis court. I never understood the talks after my matches, yes, the ones that made me feel like we took the long way home, but I do now. Your vision was always clear, and it's moments like these where I'm reminded that my losses didn't define me. My work ethic, talent, humility, and tenacity did. Thank you, Daddy, for your love, sacrifice, and devotion. I didn't win every match, but you made sure I had the tools to win in life. I'm so glad I wear orange and green. Rattler pride forever.
It's all good. Amazing fact that Rachel, as well as her coach, Nikki Goldthreet Houston, are 2 of the top 50 all-time MEAC tennis players. Give it up one more time for Rachel Pye. Michael Smith, we calling on you again. We've called on Michael Smith several times as a supporter. Smith was a co-captain on Rudy Hubbard's football team. He went from walk-on to team leadership. He was one of FAMU's most exciting kick returners of all times, dubbed Mr. Excitement for his thrilling plays. He led the Rattlers for 3 consecutive years in kick returns. He supported FAMU athletics from his position 4 times as FAMU Interim Director of Athletics. Let's hear from Michael Smith.
Thank you all for being here tonight. I was first introduced to Florida A&M University 49 years ago by my brother Greg. I had no idea the profound effect that moment would impact my life, both personally and professionally. FAMU has played a major role in shaping a portion of who I am today, a husband, a father, and a proud man-daddy as I'm affectionately known by my grandchildren. I have always tried to give more back than I receive, focusing on elevating people along the way, rather than simply pursuing positions. This journey has never been mine alone. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to my parents, my wife Loretta, my children, my 5 older siblings, and in-laws. They stood by me through the late nights, early mornings, and this Hall of Fame induction we celebrate tonight is the fruit of our collective efforts. To the entire FAMU, presidents, AD staff, staff members, faculty, administrators, my amazing colleagues, students, and parents, thank you for the trust you placed in me. Each of you have played a role in this moment. Though I can't name everyone, your prayers, support, and sometimes even those tough constructive criticisms, that's my way of telling everybody, I know when y'all got on my, even your constructive criticism have contributed to my story. I've been fortunate to have coaches, mentors, and leaders throughout my journey, too many to mention in this short time. They taught me that good days are gifts, tough days are lessons, and every win, no matter how ugly it is still a win. Most importantly, I thank God. As Proverbs 3:5 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not onto your own understanding, and all your ways acknowledging him, and he will direct your path. Tonight is a testament to that promise fulfilled. While I'm not being inducted as an athlete, my passion for sports as a walk-on, once earning me the title Mr. Excitement, has never waned. I'm especially proud that being inducted as a contributor reflects an attitude of willingness, availability, and unwavering commitment, always ready to answer the call with a simple, yes, I will. For me, this journey has been a joyful marathon, steady, deliberate, and enduring. Many opportunities arrived unannounced, and they were embraced with the same simple yes, trusting that each step forward would bring new challenges, valuable lessons, and moments of growth. To be honored in this way is both humbling and energizing. It affirms that the quiet commitments, the behind-the-scene work, and the willingness to step in whenever needed truly matters. I share this recognition with every teammate, colleague, student athlete who has been a part of this journey. Thank you for trusting me, challenging me, and inspiring me to keep showing up. And to the next opportunity, whatever it may be, my answer will remain the same. Yes, I will. So tonight, while this honor bears my name, it truly belongs to all of us. I am but a vessel for this recognition. Thank you.
Forgetting something, Mike. Give it up one more time for Michael Smith. E. Lillian Spencer, posthumously, women's tennis. Spencer was FAMU's greatest women's tennis player behind only Althea Gibson. She won the women's state title for 10 years without a defeat. She was the 1937 women's double championship in the ATA. Her championship feat is mentioned in an exhibit of the International Tennis Hall of Fame entitled Breaking the Barriers, the ATA and Black Tennis Pioneers.
God is good all the time. And all the time, God is good. I am Dr. Dearmus Graham, the great nephew of E. Lillian Spencer. Tonight, we celebrate something uncommon. Uncommon describes a life that breaks barriers, defies expectations, and inspires generations. That life belongs to E. Lillian Spencer, the first woman from Florida to win honors in a national tennis competition right here from Tallahassee, Florida. In 1937, during the Jim Crow era, when the world tried to limit her, Miss Spencer won a national women's doubles championship. She went on to hold the state women's singles title for 10 straight years, never defeated. She partnered with leaders like Bertha Isaacs from Nassau, Bahamas, and fellow rattler Dr. Robert Bragg, proving that greatness strives even in the face of obstacles. Beyond the court, she was an award-winning coach, guiding basketball teams at Bond Junior High School and Rolock High School to state championships, building winners and shaping leaders. This month, her legacy is honored twice: the National Black Tennis Hall of Fame in Richmond, Virginia, and right here in the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame. And let us be clear, before Arthur Ashe, before Althea Gibson, before Venus and Serena Williams, and even before young dreamers like my daughter, Imani Graham, there was E. Lillian Spencer. She showed what was possible long before the world was ready to accept it. Before I close, I must say thank you to Delatry Hollinger for his dedication to preserving and uplifting our history, to the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame Committee for this recognition, to the City of Tallahassee, the commissioners, and our mayor for their continued support, and to the FAMU administration for ensuring our athlete stories live on. Miss Spencer reminds us all, being uncommon means refusing limits, breaking barriers, and leaving a legacy that time cannot erase. Congratulations to E. Lillian Spencer, and go Rattlers.
Let's give it up one more time for E. Lillian Spencer. And thank you, Delatry, for your research. The Mariana Jet, Philip Sylvester, football, 2007 to 2010. Sylvester was a three-time Florida Classic MVP, 2007, 2009, 2010. He was All-MEAC and All-American. In 2007, he was named MEAC Rookie of the Year. That year, he also captured the Atlanta Classic MVP. Off the field, he was consistently on the MEAC's All-Academic team. In 2010, he was selected to the HBCU All-Star Game. He graduated with honors in engineering.
Good evening, Rattlers. And thank you. Thank you for considering me for the 2025 FAMU Sports Hall of Fame. This is just a great honor, and I'm just truly humbled to be inducted into this great class, into a Hall of Fame with some of the greatest athletes to ever walk the earth. This is more than just being recognized on the field. This is a celebration of the people, the moments, and the community that made this journey possible for me. First of all, I like to thank my family, my beautiful wife that I met at FAMU, love at first sight, and we have three wonderful kids, my mother, father, sister, and brother. And my brother, the one that really motivated me to play athletics. I wouldn't be here without him. My family, my extended family, my grandmother, my grandparents, my uncles, aunts, cousins, just everybody. You all were my first teammates in my first team, and you just showed me what hard work was and how to stick with a process and to complete the journey. Then I'd like to thank my teammates and my coaches who've always been there, who always saw the best in me, who always wanted the best for me. I just can't thank you enough, from Little League all the way to college. You guys, y'all really got me over the hump. But sports has given me so much more, and I'm so glad it brought me to Florida A&M, where I was able to compete in intercollegiate athletics and also receive a degree. I'm forever grateful for Florida A&M, being an hour west of Mariana, Florida, Jackson County, where my family has resided since 1850. So we're very proud of this storied program. We're very proud of everything that's going on, and I'm so extremely humbled to be inducted into this class. Tonight, looking back and reflecting on my career, overcame a lot of adversity. We did a lot of great things. We were able to just, play sports at a high level and just have a good time. And I'm truly humbled. I thank Florida A&M for giving me the opportunity. I thank them for coming to Mariana, Florida, and seeing a little boy with braces and glasses and just giving me a chance. And this should show young athletes, if you stick with a process, if you're serious, you put in the work, that you can do anything. But I just like to thank you. I'm humbled, forever grateful. Go Rattlers.
The FAMU FSU College of Engineering has a feature article on Philip. They are very proud of an engineer student going into the Hall of Fame. One more time for Philip Sylvester. We also want to send a shout out to Coach Ruben Carter. His first coach is here. Coach Carter, where are you? Coach Ruben Carter. Let's give a round of applause for Coach Ruben Carter. Van Wilson, supporter. He has been an avid volunteer for over 40 years, starting with assisting his father, Roosevelt Wilson, with statistics in high school, and he began helping with stats at all games. So he's responsible for a lot of these guys in here getting in the Hall of Fame. When FAMU purchased his first digital scoreboard, he programmed all of the graphics. His dedication started in 1977, and since that time, he volunteered at every FAMU relays, including the last meets held by Darlene Moore.
3 minutes. There's no way I can thank everyone for helping me to get to this point in just 3 minutes. So I'm going to tell you a little story. In 1969, a great rattler named Eddie Jackson saw something in my father. He came back and told FAMU, we've got to get that guy here. 56 years later, here I am, joining my father, Roosevelt Wilson, my brother, Vaughn Wilson, as the only father and sons trio in this hallowed Hall of Fame. That's special. And I know tonight my dad and Mr. Jackson are looking down from heaven, and Mr. Jackson has that wry smile and telling my daddy, well, you know, I'm the reason the FAMU brought y'all here in the first place. And he's right. How can I not love FAMU? To my loving wife, Sharia, Olivia, and VJ, to my lovely and vibrant mother, Kathy, to my brother and fellow inductee, Vaughn and Thais, and to my sister, Dr. Tiffany and Ricky, and my other sister, Edith, fellow inductees and rattlers. How could I not love FAMU? We grew up on Young Street, 2 blocks off campus. Our neighbors had names like Gaither, Rainey, Orr, Adderley, legendary people whose names are on buildings, streets, and facilities all over this community. It was in that environment that I first learned just how special and important FAMU is. How could I not love FAMU? My senior year in high school, I decided that I was going to enlist in the Navy. Then one day I got a phone call from Coach Rudy Hubbard. He told me he thought I could get good long snaps to his hotshot punter named Vince Coleman. He asked me if I thought I could do that. I wanted to say, hell yeah, but I stayed respectful. It was a dream come true. The baby rattler had become a full-fledged rattler. How could I not love FAMU? One day, Coach Hubbard called the team up and said, I want to introduce you to the new FAMU athletic director, Roosevelt Wilson. My dad was now FAMU's athletic director, where I was in school and playing football. How could I not love this school? Maybe one day I'll write a book about my many experiences with Florida A&M University. I'll title it, How Could I Not Love FAMU? Whitney Houston had a song that said, give me one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be. This is one of those surreal moments for me because FAMU is telling me that I was more than I thought I was. Thank you all.
Let's give it up one more time for Van Wilson. And if you notice, we bypassed Wayne Barber. A couple of weeks ago, Wayne started having some health issues. and something dramatic happened, and Wayne was very, very down that he was not able to be here, very down. So Marvin and I said, well, let's take it to him. But we couldn't go without one very important factor. There is only one person that can administer the oath to Hall of Famers, and that is the president. And we'd like to thank President Marvin Johnson for vesting us with the ability to give the oath to Wayne. So Jeff, could you play? And his video has a little more airtime, and you'll see why as it goes along, because he's not here and you are not able to see him. So his video's a little longer. Wayne Barber.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
How everybody doing?
Doing fine. I'm doing fine. Nathaniel Dixon.
I'm Marvin
old
Green.
friend of the family.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Marvin Green. Pleasure, Scott.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Marvin.
I'm Marvin Green, chair of the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame. Got something you earned in my hand today. I wanted to make sure we brought it from Tallahassee to you for your years of dedication to FAMU as a Rattler basketball legend. You deserve this honor, you've earned this honor, and it was my pleasure to be able to make this trip today to give you the jacket that you deserve.
Sir Marvin, I really appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
I really do. There's so many things that I would like to thank the committee for giving me this honor. I would like to also thank all the other hard-working inductees for the work they put in to their endeavor.
Yes, sir.
Whether it was track, basketball, football, or whatever. I want to thank them for the contribution they made to the university.
Yes.
But more than anything, I like to give thanks and honor to God,
Yes, sir.
whom all blessings flow.
Yes, sir.
Without him, there is nothing that I could have done. And I won't make this long. I just want people to understand that as we go through life, there's a time and a season for everything.
Yes, sir.
I went to A&M in 1971. Finished in 75. And here it is 57 years later that I'm being recognized. And I have no hate, no remorse. I let God be God.
Yes, sir.
It's my time. I thank what y'all doing. Vaughn, I thank. Beautiful man called me and let me know that I was being inducted. I was going through a surgery. And I don't mind saying it. The world could know. And he called me the day I decided to live. I needed to give up a part of my body. All the pain came from dedicating my life during that time to Florida A&M.
Yes, sir.
I love that school.
Yes, sir.
I give credit to Rock Oglesby,
Okay.
my first coach.
Yes, sir.
He died my first year. During that time, he taught me a whole lot. He was a father figure. My father passed away when I was 6 years old. He became a father figure to me. And what he told me, he said, Bob, he was one of the first people in Tallahassee to call me Bob. Now, I'm in Chicago. They call me Bob.
Okay.
But they spelled it wrong.
Okay.
They spelled B-O-B.
All right.
It was short. My name Bob Earl.
Right.
It was B-A-R-B.
Yes, sir.
And so, but I never bothered that because, I mean, it was fine.
Yes, sir.
But he said, Bob, you going to be my man at center. And all that transpired until the day he died. But then I had other coaches, Coach Meeks, Coach Triplett. And those guys helped mentor me to try to be the person that I am.
Yes, sir.
I worked 28 years with the state of Florida, working with juveniles, try to give back to the community what was given into my life. All these things happened to me because it was only God.
Yes, sir.
Even now. And I won't go on. I just want to just say those words, and I want to thank people like my best roommate, the best person at FAMU that I knew, Terry Neal.
Okay.
I had to go up against giants. And Terry Neal would always say, Bob, they ain't got no, man, you on, man, you on the, I mean, I'm sorry you got this song. But he would just say, man, you can whoop them guys. Caldwell Jones, who I admire.
Right.
Caldwell, after we used to play, he shake my head, he said, Bob, you tough. I mean, I played against so many great ball players.
Yes, sir.
CJ, I give him credit. He came after me. But I want to give a shout out to Mickey Clay, who just passed away.
Yes, sir.
He prepared me in ways that nobody ever understood. That man challenged me every day in practice. I don't know if he wanted my position or if he wanted me to be better. I don't know. Never asked him. But every day that man challenged me in practice. I never played against anybody in a game of practice that challenged me like Mickey Clayton did.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome.
One last thing. All my teammates, all of them, I love them. I appreciate them. They gave me so much encouragement. I love my school. I love them from the utmost because they gave me an opportunity to leave the streets of Chicago and come to Tallahassee.
Yes, sir.
I don't know where I would be. I think I do. But it wouldn't be sitting here at this moment.
Class of 2025, Florida A&M University Sports Hall of Fame enshrines Wayne Barber in recognition of dedicated service to FAMU athletics by demonstrating the values and high principles of competitive sports, resulting in outstanding accomplishments as an athlete. Your contributions to the world of sports has bestowed honor and prestige upon the university, and your name will forever be cherished and revered by FAMUans, past, present, and future. Signed by University President Marvin Johnson, Deputy Director of Athletics Travis Glasgow, and Chairman of the Steering Committee Marvin E. Green, Jr. Mr. Barber, here you go. Let's give him a hand for those in the room. Congratulations, sir.
All class of 2025.
All right. Well, you'll get to face the audience in a minute, but for now, I'd like for you to face me. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jacqueline Perkins,
Pledge to support and uphold
pledge to support and uphold
the tradition and ideals
the tradition and ideals
of Florida A&M University,
of Florida A&M University,
and shall at all times
and shall at all times
conduct myself in a manner
conduct myself in a manner
that will enhance the privileged status
that will enhance the privileged status
of the Florida A&M University.
of the Florida A&M University.
Sports Hall of Fame.
Sports Hall of Fame.
So help me God.
So help me God.
You have all now been duly inducted into the Florida A&M University Sports Hall of Fame. Please join me in congratulating them.
Make sure, let us know you can see everybody. Let us know you can see everybody when you're ready.
Carlos said if we get the NIL right, he'll play again. We'd like to welcome Wayne Barber's children who are here. We met them the other day in Jacksonville. Please stand. And the rest of the family. Thank you all very much. All right. One of our favorite segments as we are winding down every year is the Trailblazer Award. We identify a trailblazer in FAMU athletics. This year, that honoree is Dr. Beverly Barber. Roll it, Jeff. When you think of dance at FAMU, one name generally comes to mind. Dr. Beverly Barber carefully nurtured the art on FAMU's campus.
I worked for 42 years. 37 of them were active full-time years, and the last 5 were retirement years.
She was literally the face of the Orchesis Contemporary Dance Theater.
I managed to work with the theater department. When I arrived in 1960, Dr. Edmonds was head of the theater department, and he was on his way to Europe taking a group on tour there, and I did some choreography for them, and I also, from then on, did the choreography for the theater department. Dr. Lyle, who was an associate director, I think, with the band, came to me and said that Dr. Foster was interested in having the band dance. And I said, what? I have never taught a bunch of boys how to dance, and not 100.
Ebony Magazine captured this iconic image of Barber as she was truly trailblazing a path that bands have adapted as a major part of performances today, some 65 years later.
I think we can do this. Now I have to see if their instruments can go to a certain level and stop, because all of the band's instruments had to be on the same level, and then they were known for those very straight lines.
From there, history was made.
And I can remember that first time, I think it was in Tampa, and we were sweating. We were sweating. We did not know if the spectators would receive that dance. So we were almost holding hands down on the field. But they really accepted it and received it well, and we said,
Tonight, the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame celebrates Dr. Beverly Barber for her innovation and excellence, which truly changed the world of dance as it is now seen through marching bands across the world. We honor you for being an important part of the fabric that has seen the band take their skills to Paris, the Grammys, inauguration parades, center court at the U.S. Open, and to take part in what is widely regarded as the #1 Super Bowl halftime of all times with Prince. Additionally, you have inspired this current generation with your legacy. Please await this trailblazer. She is the first female head drum major of the Florida A&M University Marching 100, Oluwamadupe Eloyede.
Wow.
Her name is Dr. Beverly Barber. She is the former FAMU dance instructor that Dr. Foster went to start the band to dancing.
I knew it. I said I know her name.
We're honoring her this year.
This is okay. This might be a little bit personality, and we're still rolling. Okay. I said earlier this year that this is going to be the year for the girl. Oh, wait, I'm talking to you? Okay. I said earlier this year, this is the year for the women. Like, it doesn't matter what happens nationally, because we're seeing that these small steps, these not even small steps, but these great distances that women are making, we're doing the darn thing. So the fact that we're honoring Althea Gibson in the U.S. Open and Beverly Barber, who taught the 100, the first dance routine, this is phenomenal. This is absolutely phenomenal, and I'm excited.
Y'all hold tight. They're taking a lot of pictures out there. Let's give it up one more time for Dr. Beverly Barber. Thank you. At this time, we like to bring up Ms. Carmen Cummings Martin for recognition of any government officials we may have.
Good evening, everyone. To the 13th president of Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, Attorney Marva Johnson, our university leadership, and our Hall of Fame honorees, present and past. To our former National Alumni Association presidents who may be with us tonight, to the class of 2025, you look absolutely amazing tonight. We are certainly blessed to have the opportunity to salute this circle of athletic greatness and applaud the accomplishments of legends who made waves, Coach, and others for their accolades on gridiron, diamond, track, field, the hardwood, and the tennis courts. And to salute the supporters. Dr. Barber, I almost lost my composure. I wish Granny Martin could be here with you tonight. We are so proud of you and your amazing accomplishments. Thank you for being an inspiration. And kudos galore to all of our supporters for your time, talent, and treasure to enhance programs and elevate the brand and amplify our students. Now, while we are delighted to welcome families, alumni, and friends of the honorees, we are also appreciative for those who have dedicated their lives to advocacy, our government leaders from our community, many of whom are in Washington, D.C. tonight, advocating for Florida A&M. We also convey kudos and gratitude to our community soldiers who, with your collective strength, have amplified the greatness on the highest of 7 hills. We had conversations tonight about advocacy that has led to an expanded cultural footprint in our community. Streets have been renamed in honor of our legends. Buildings have been named in honor of our greatness. We thank you. Keep on keeping on. Your voices have been loud. Your voices have been meaningful toward the sustainability of the College of Love and Charity. Thank you for all you have done, for all you will do, and continue to do to ensure that the FAMU today will be the FAMU tomorrow, and the FAMU, that's it. God bless you.
At this moment, we'd like to pay tribute to our fallen Rattlers. If we could, just a moment of silence, and then a toast from Vice Chair Claudette Farmer. Moment of silence. Coach Farmer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is with pleasure that I have the opportunity to thank this group that came before you. You heard the stories. You heard about the sacrifices. You heard about the challenges they endured. You heard the love, the pride, and everything that went into being successful and being a superior athlete or a superior coach or an outstanding volunteer or an outstanding contributor to this university. It has all led to the long lineage of successes these programs have realized here at Florida A&M, on the courts, on the fields, in the swimming pool, wherever it was, and if it was a fight going on, if it was a dog fight, any kind of competitive event going on, the Rattlers were there and they were representing. And they have lots of love for this school still. Many times we succeeded with so little to work with. And because of that, because of the things that were instilled in us as students and athletes, we always knew that if we fell down, if we got behind, that a Rattler will do what? Strike and strike and strike again. Never forget that. Thank you, Rattlers. Thank you, Hall of Fame inductees. We will never forget you. Your names are now etched into the history books of this great university. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the closing on that, if y'all would turn up with me. A toast to that group.
Coach Farmer, don't go anywhere. Stay right here. Come here.
You know, I told you tonight, FAMU's about people as well who break barriers. And so last night, after we were getting the room set up, I go outside and my co-chair and I started talking, and literally Claudette, who anybody knows her, she can talk for a little while. We talked almost about an hour and a half. But when you think about FAMU greatness, names like Jake Gaither come up, and Rudy Hubbard, Coach Tooks, and then that's too many to name. But the winningest coach of all time, Veronica Wiggins, 700 wins on that softball field. And Veronica Wiggins is in the room. She always wants to be behind the scenes. But as Coach was talking last night, Coach Farmer was talking about last night, she started just kind of going into a moment. And I promise you all, she wasn't bragging. She was just telling it like it is, having no idea that this year she's been recognized by the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame Committee because the 1995 women's basketball team was the first team to qualify for the NCAA tournament, ended up going to the tournament, playing at University of Tennessee, Coach Gordon, University of Tennessee, and Claudette Farmer did that in 1995. And so we just want to take a moment tonight to recognize you, Claudette, for your great achievement. You gonna take a picture? God. Remarks from COO Lawson.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Kelvin Lawson. On behalf of the Office of the President, President Marvin Johnson, I want to bring you remarks this evening. And I know you guys have been here for a long time, so I'll make these brief. First of all, I want to thank the committee chaired by Marvin and all of the work that they've done to make this event special, all of the work that they put into organizing this. And also, I definitely want to, again, congratulate all of the people, all the individuals, all the student athletes that have been inducted into the Sports Hall of Fame. It is a major accomplishment. It is something I know you all are very proud of, your family is very proud of, and we and university leadership salute you all. We know how much work you have put into getting here, and tonight, again, we just want to say thank you. You've heard it before. Thank you, thank you. And again, I just want to salute Marvin, you and the team. You guys have done a phenomenal job. And on behalf of the university leadership, we hope to see you all tomorrow at the football game, and we hope for a victory. Good evening.
All right, we're going to bring it home, but no one person does this, so I want to first and foremost thank the Hall of Fame committee. As I call your name, please stand. Our Vice Chair, Claudette Farmer. Come on out a little bit, Claudette, so we can see you. Benita Williams, please stand. Vaughn Wilson. Dr. Brian Lucas. Dr. Ebenezer Oriaku. Al Washington. Veronica Wiggins. Alvin Hollins. Sarah Hills Yates. Mary Hill. And Dr. Brandy Tatum Frederick. I thank you all because this committee, it is tough work. To make it here, I promise you, to our inductees tonight, you all went through a strenuous vetting process. It's not easy, and it's very hard to get the votes you need to make it in. So congratulations. I want to say to the Rattler F Club, Curtis Taylor, where are you, sir? Hubba, he here? Okay, he had to leave. Curtis Taylor and the Rattler F Club. Rattler F Club in the orange jackets, please stand. Those are here. Even if you're not in your orange jacket, I see some in the back. The Rattler F Club every year helps support the efforts of the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame by purchasing the jackets that we get for our inductees. So thank you so much to the Rattler F Club. I want to say to Rattler in Arms, Rick Kinsey, Maurice Pickett, who was inducted tonight, also Keith Stubbs, I think Keith was here, yep, Keith is there. The Rattler in Arms started because Maurice Pickett, when I was the men's golf coach, was trying to sell golf bags. Right, Maurice? Marvin, where can I buy a golf bag? And Maurice went and found a way to get golf bags, resell them, off market, on market, all kind of markets. And that's what started, but literally just 3 or 4 months ago, the golf coach, Coach Rice, said he needed a canopy to protect the players when they were playing golf in the rain, on a hot day, and they literally raised $76,090 during that time. So my point is, while the chair, being the chair of the committee is a volunteer role, my full-time job is major gift officer, which is raising money, and it's people like you, Rick Kinsey, Keith Stubbs, and Maurice Pickett, and so many others, which I'll talk about in a second, because we've gone to various cities over the last few months, Tampa, Jacksonville, the Alexanders. We went to Chicago last week, and we're raising $25,000, $30,000 at a time when we walk into a city because of people like that. And so, because of that, I have to give a shout out to one of your current inductees, Amber Fullwood. Please stand, Amber. Amber Fullwood, in recognition of going in, when we went to Tampa, she actually threw out the first pitch at the Tampa Bay Rays game earlier this summer. They recognized her at FAMU Day. There's the footage. They recognized her at FAMU Day at the Rays. She threw out the first pitch, and Amber said, you know what? I'm kind of taking a hint from what Kinsey doing and Maurice doing. I can't let them outshine me. I want to give back to the program I was close to. And today, Amber Fullwood put the first deposit down, $6,000 to the women's softball team. Coach Bill, right, earlier today? $6,000 went to the women's softball team today because of Amber Fullwood's contributions and the support that she got. Amber, thank you so much for leading the charge there. So it's always about giving back. FAMU has given us so much, and there's so many people whose lives changed because they came to this place called Tallahassee, Florida. When we were talking to Wayne Barber yesterday, you heard him say he's from Chicago, Illinois. I said, man, I'm from Chicago, Illinois. He said, my dad died when I was 6 years old. I said, my dad died when I was 6 years old. And it's almost like something came over me because it was almost like that's what motivated him to become the man that he became, the athlete, the worker, and that's what it's all about. So I want to say tonight, Jeff, if you could cue that up, put that on the screen for us. My boss tells me, Dr. Brandy Tatum Frederick, you never miss an opportunity for people to give back. And this QR code here, all y'all got them real fun. Nobody got no flip phone no more. You got your smartphones. Take them smartphones out. This QR code literally goes to the FAMU Scholarship, Student Athlete Scholarship Fund. We would like for you all to contribute to FAMU student athletes. A lot of you have. We want you to keep on doing it because anytime Rattlers are in a room, it's all about us giving back. And so I thank you so much. President Johnson, thank you. I know you had a busy week, you had a tough schedule, and President Johnson said, I have to make it back. She was in DC this week doing some serious work for FAMU. And she made the schedule work where she could be back here tonight, and we so appreciate that. We're in gratitude to you for doing that for us. So we know that this class was originally signed off by Interim President Beard. President Johnson, next year's class is yours. So we thank you. We thank you all for coming tonight. We thank you all for recognizing the great ones who've been here and the great ones who will come. We want you all to come out tomorrow. We want you all to enjoy yourselves, be on time. The honorees, you all have a 9 a.m. breakfast. You have a 1 o'clock tailgate. And guess what? We're going to win against those Hornets tomorrow night as well. I need all my Hall of Famers to stand up one last time. All my Hall of Famers in your green jackets, stand up one last time. Give them a hand, give them a hand. Because guess what? There's going to be no more free trips at the Hall of Fame. We're about to start a membership group. We talked about it, Brother Kinsey. It's going to cost on an annual basis. We want to be expecting a donation from our Hall of Famers because we're going to start leading the charge and giving back, and I know you all are all behind me. So I thank you so much. We're going to close out with our alma mater, but thank you for being here tonight on behalf of the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame and the President's Office, President Marvin Johnson, JD. Thank you all for being here. God bless you, and good night. Please stand for the alma mater. Anybody who wants to purchase a full color copy of the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame souvenir book, which will include the pictures that you saw taken this evening,